welcome to your March general reading. These are the first lot of videos I'm putting out, so bear with me. I apologise for the audio and visual qualities. Know that these messages are general, so if anything doesn't resonate for you guys, or for some of you, do take a look at your sun, moon and rising, your corresponding signs, see if there may be messages in those videos for you. If you feel inclined to do so, like, comment, subscribe. I definitely value the feedback. I'll also link my socials in the description. Okay, we'll get stuck in and see what we can bring out for you guys. I'm doing your guys' reading just a little bit differently to how I've done everybody else's. I just felt that's what I needed to do, so that's what we're doing. If it sticks, then it's something that I'm going to keep up. Okay, so overall energy for some of you guys. Some of you are going to feel that that March, throughout March, there's sort of a bit of a tug of war going on for you emotionally. It's as though, you know, you're sort of getting back on track emotionally, and then you're sort of swayed this way, then you're getting back on track, and then you're sort of swayed this way. It's almost like you can't grasp stability with your emotions in March for some of you. Some of you have really felt the effects of the recent full moon, the supermoon energy. This is not quite a few of you about, and some of you have really gone through a download during this period, and for a lot of you that means you've had quite a serious bout of insomnia during the month of February coming into March. I do feel that now that this full moon energy is shifting out again, that will start to settle down for a lot of you guys. For some of you, you're going to be coming into a really sort of comforted energy. You're going to feel really relaxed, you know, nurtured. You're going to even give out this energy yourself. For some of you, there's going to be a lot of meditation and reconnecting with your root chakra. Really working with root chakra meditation, getting yourself grounded. Excuse me. For some of you who garden, you do look at this process as a spiritual process. You do, like, it's a ritualistic experience for some of you to be out in the garden. There's some new information coming in for some of you in March. Some of you are going to be taking on some new endeavors. Some of you are going to be experiencing some pretty weird sleep patterns in March. I see for some of you it's like as soon as the sun as soon as the sun even touches the curtains, you're awake. And for a lot of you, this is new. For a lot of you, you do like to, you sort of night owls, stay up late, get up late. But I can see that that energy is going to be shifting for some of you in March. Just naturally, like it's not anything in particular that you're even doing, it's just something that's going to start happening for you. Yeah, some of you are really going to be working within yourself, trying to hash out some of your own behaviors or reactions to situations that you're not so proud of, and you want to figure out why it is that that these, like, whatever these situations are and what have you, whatever these things are that trigger you, you want to understand that a little bit better and understand why it is that that happens. For others, you're going to take, like, almost like March is going to be your way of I'm so sorry, really breathing and slowing down, taking a minute for yourself. I feel like for some of you, the energy leading up to March, February energy, maybe even some of January, it's been quite intense. Whether there's anything physically been going on in an obvious way, or just the energy within yourself, the energy of the last of February has been quite intense for some of you. So coming into March, you're really going to want to kind of just slow things down a little bit. Here and see what we're working with for you guys. Okay. Yeah, for some of you, March is definitely going to be a month of hearing and working with your own intuition. For some of you, this is just going to be like you're going to have a few lightning bolt moments. I'm sorry, I keep clearing my throat. I don't know what's going on. For some of you, you're definitely going to be, it's like you aren't being heard in a particular situation, a particular area. It's like you're trying to communicate what it is that needs to happen to fix something, or what should be happening in a particular situation, and it's like nobody's listening. Like it's like you're talking to a brick wall, and you're just really not feeling like you're being heard. For some of you, there's a particular flower that has a symbolic meaning, like the flower itself, the meaning behind it is symbolic to you. Definitely pay attention in March. I feel like you're going to be seeing this flower, this symbol, quite a bit throughout the month. For those of you, okay. For some of you, there's some really big changes coming in for the month of March, or something big is coming to an end. Whatever this thing is that's ending. And for some of you, this is like emotional strain that you've been putting on yourself. But for whatever it is, for whatever reason, whatever this thing that's ending, it's going to be a good thing. It's sort of like this thing was meant to end so that you were able to move forward with a new project or a new stage. Something new. You needed this thing from before the past to bugger off, so to make way for something new, for something more positive. For some of you, you're really going to be welcoming in change for March. Hang on a minute. Some of you are feeling really stale and stagnant and stuck. So it's almost like you're praying for change, like you're praying for something to come along to shake shit up. Some of you are going to have like a really close friend or a really close relative, a cousin almost, that you look to as the friend, potentially coming and staying with you, somewhat short notice. Some of you are definitely going to be overcoming quite a few different hurdles in March. March is going to be quite a busy month for some of you. It's going to be quite overwhelming, and you're really going to have to delegate your time and what it is that you're going to be focusing on. Gosh, that is way too many cards, guys. Way too many cards. And okay, so they've just chucked half the deck out at me. Yeah, some of you are definitely going to be overwhelmed with decisions and what have you, to make decisions, you know, delegation, time delegation in March. As a result from this energy, this newness, lots of activity coming in for some of you guys, it's almost going to inspire some of you to really want to start working on those projects you've been thinking about. You haven't actually done anything about it yet. In March, you're going to want to do something about it. Get them started, or at least start planning towards starting. Some of you, you're not going to like the fact that there's a lot of choices coming in. Some of you are going to find it difficult to commit to any one particular thing, or even in the decision of choosing between a few different options. You're not going to enjoy that. It's almost like you want somebody else there to help clear things up for you, help make the decisions for you. Some of you need to be mindful of pregnancy in March. If it's something that you're not looking for, like, you need to do something about it if that's not what you want. Because some of you are playing with fire in that aspect. In terms of some of you have been really focused on fertility, wanting to start your own family. I feel like for some of you, this has been something that you've been working on for quite some time. Doing that. Okay. They're definitely saying in that aspect, like, not to lose hope in the situation. Not to lose hope, not to give up on the fact that that's something that you want for yourself. For some of you, I feel like this is something that you've really been trying to do. And I do feel like the energy towards this fertility coming up in March, I do think that there's the potential for what it is that you've been wanting to actually come to fruition in March. But you're almost at the point of wanting to give up. And they're saying, like, just keep going. Try and stay positive. And it's almost like in this situation, the outcome, you will be surprised by it. Not so much because it's been something that you've been focusing on and it hasn't come about, but there's something to do here. There's some information coming your way to do with this situation that's really going to almost come out of nowhere. Some of you are really, you really do need to focus on that grounding. Some of you are a little bit too in your head at the moment coming into March. Something's really got you overthinking things, and it's almost getting to the point where you're becoming, like, your thoughts are becoming irrational. You're creating scenarios that just aren't there. So definitely, like, even if it's just taking 10 minutes of the day to have a bath and try and switch off, because it's just like you're so in your head that you don't even know what's going on. For some of you, there's new love coming in. For some of you who have recently begun forming a connection with somebody romantically, just be wary that somebody else is going to, they're going to find you desirable in this sense. And it's almost that, it's almost the idea of, like, for this person, it's what they can't have, they want. When they could have had you, they sort of didn't give you, they gave you crumbs, enough for you to gobble up, but not enough for you to feel satisfied. And now you've moved on to something better. It's like they are putting all their energy into getting that attention back from you. Just be wary of this person. I think you already are, but I think that they definitely have, it's like they've got, like, powers of persuasion over you. Like, you've cottoned on to what they're about, but there's something about this person, it's almost like they just have this power over you. Just be mindful of that. Stay grounded in your current decision, because if you were to turn and feed into this person, it's going to be just like before. Like history repeats itself, and you've just brought out the insecurity in this person by not giving them the attention that you've always given them. Some of you are going to be going through March with some real newfound confidence for yourself. You're just really going to be feeling yourself in March. Your energy is going to be great. Your whole vibe is going to be great. Your social calendar is going to be filling up as a result of this. Some of you really want to be out there in March. Socializing, meeting new people, catching up with old friends, catching up with old people. I don't know what you do. For a lot of you, this energy, this confidence, you're going to really shine off on others. You're going to really be putting out this mysterious vibe, and for a lot of people, this mystery is going to be really attractive. So you may even find that there'll be a lot of attention coming in for you in March. Some of you are going to be coming into, it's like you've been planting seeds, planting roots, working towards building some sort of financial security for yourself. Some of you are going to be buying a home. Some of you are going to be upgrading a vehicle. Some of you are just going to be in a better position financially to provide for your family and have that security that you've been working towards for quite a while now. Some of you are going to have a new outlook, a fresher perspective on a particular situation. I feel like this is to do with a romantic situation. It's almost like somebody's had you in the palm of their hand, and for whatever reason, it's just like this. It seems like the energy coming into March, it's almost just like a switch goes off, and you're just like, no, not anymore. Like you don't want any of it anymore. The fact that this person had you so almost kept, the thought of it now makes you feel ill. It repulses you. So you've just completely gone, I don't want none of that. And they're going to do some chasing, but you're going to have to be steadfast, which you will be, because the thought of this person is just grotesque to you at the moment. Their energy, you don't want anything to do with it. Yeah, you have a definite turning point. For some of you, your luck's going to be changing as well. Just for a lot of you, like it's just the overall outlook, your overall outlook regarding certain situations. For some of you, it's like you've put up with so much crap for so long, and you've just had this realization, this almost overnight realization. Everything's sort of come full circle for you, and you can see different scenarios with fresh perspective. A lot of you are going to be going to friends and family and saying, look, I'm sorry I didn't take your advice. Like, you were totally right. I completely understand where you were coming from with this. Letting down a bit of your pride uh, for whatever this situation might be. Some of you have kind of been stagnant in terms of catching up with friends. You know, I feel like for some of you with the energy of the supermoon and all the rest, it's really sort of just had you in a bit of a funk. So coming into March, that's definitely going to be shifting. You're going to want to be getting back into social activities with friends, and they're ready for you. Some of you are going to be making a pretty drastic decision in March. And I feel like whatever this decision is, you're happy that you've made the decision because you know it's the right way to go, but it's almost like you're smug about it. It's almost like you've made this decision. Yes, it's the right decision. Now I'm going to rub your face in it. Whatever. And you're going to find that the result of that, if you carry out this situation with that attitude, you're going to find that some of your allies that you thought were on your team are going to go the other way. They're not going to... I almost get that this is like somebody overseeing quite a group of people, a work-related situation. They're not going to like the fact. They're going to respect the decision that you make. They're not going to like your attitude around conducting yourself with this decision. They're saying in regards to that situation, just remember that two is better than one. You don't want to build yourself up and then knock yourself down just as quick. You need those people that are on your team to stay there in order for this undertaking, this decision that you've made, this choice that you've made to be successful. Some of you are really coming to understand and pursue your life's purpose. You've spent too long, you're feeling chasing after the wrong dream, and you know what it is that you want to do. You're just not accepting it, if that makes sense. It's almost like you've put what it is that you actually want to do with your life and how you want to go about it into a too hard basket. Some of you are going to be looking for your tribe, looking towards those in your community, those in your realm that are going to support you with this decision. You're too afraid to choose what it is that you want to do, or to be honest with what it is that you want to do because of judgment. We've all been there. And it's like with this situation, you can go one way or the other. Like you can choose to do it and work towards building a positive working experience for yourself, or you can take the other route and keep doing what you're doing that's not bringing you any form of happiness. For some of you, you want to start building foundations towards becoming self-sufficient. It's like you're sick of working for somebody else. You're sick of working your ass off to make money for somebody else. What can I do to benefit me and my family? What can I do that I love? What can I do that makes me happy, that makes me money, that makes my life brings my life abundance. Some of you have had somebody new come in. They've made you an offer, some form of proposal, and you're hesitant about it. Something about it's intimidating you. For some of you, I feel that this is something coming in that you're aware of, and I don't think that you feel that you're ready for it. I do see coming in towards the end of March, some of you guys are going to be, let me just clarify this one. What's the constellation or Pisces? Sorry, clarify this. Some of you are thinking of working with children towards the end of March, perhaps changing things up a little bit. Some of you are feeling really bogged down towards the end of March and overwhelmed. Like you're stuck. Some of you are feeling really stuck. Okay. I feel like for some of you, it's almost like you want to make a decision. Some of you want to move. Some of you want to quit something. But there's too much holding you where you are. There's too much holding you down, or you feel that way. You feel like there's too much holding you back from being able to release and move on. For some of you, towards the end of March, for some of you towards the end of March, you're going to have to start looking at a bigger picture, not staying so focused in the things that you can't do, and start to progress towards the things that you can do. Make the changes that you can change. Start small. if you're feeling weighed down and slowed down towards the end of March, and like you're not getting where you need to be, start noting down the minuscule changes, the minuscule actions that you can begin to take in order to start shifting to where you want to be. They're saying nothing's set in stone, nothing's concreted. You can always change. There's nothing that says that you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to stay in this shitty job, you have to stay in this shitty town, you have to stay in this shitty relationship. You make the decisions throughout your life that are going to better you and better you getting where you want to be. Okay. I'll leave that there for you guys. Again, thank you for watching. Do like, comment, subscribe if you feel you want to. I will look at getting next month's videos will go up a lot quicker than these ones, because this is my first time around the loop. But I appreciate you guys for watching. I appreciate you for clicking on this video. I hope the message has resonated for you. Do let me know if you feel the need to do so. I'll leave my socials in the link below. I do offer private readings if that's something that you want to do. Definitely my website's linked. You can find out a little bit more information about the readings that I do offer. Talking too much. That's it. Thank you for watching.